Hello children, Sumati madam here. I am going to teach social study for standard 4 students. So children, take out the book, page number 39. Lesson 6, the Southern Plateau. Towards the south of our country, that place that is known as Southern Plateau of India. It covers a large part of our country. It is triangular in shape. Now all of you see the map. It is there in your book. This part is known as Southern Plateau. And it is bordered by Rajmahal Hills in the northwest and Aravalli Range on the northwest and Rajmahal Hills in the northeast, and two important hilly regions. It is bounded, that is Western Ghats on the west sides and Eastern Ghats in the eastern sides. The Narmada Valley divides the Southern Plateau into two parts. One is Central Highland, all of you can see Central Highland. Secondly, the Deccan Plateau. So these are the two parts, Central Highlands and Deccan Plateau. The Central Highland, it includes Malwa Plateau toward the northwest and Chota Nagpur Plateau in the northeast. So these two, Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau, is there in Central Highlands. Again the Malwa Plateau, it is lies between Aravalli Hills and Vindhya Hills. And the Malwa Plateau, it includes the part of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and some important cities like Gwalior, Indore and Bhopal. The Chota Nagpur Plateau, that includes the much of Jharkhand and the parts of Odisha, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. In this region, mines are there, so it is rich in minerals like coal, iron, mica and manganese. Some important coal mines like Giridih in Bihar, Jharia in Jharkhand and Raniganj in West Bengal. Two largest steel plants located at Bokaro and Bhilai, and one diamond mines that is in Madhya Pradesh, Panna Diamond Mines. Many parts of the Chota Nagpur Plateau covers with forest, from where they get different kinds of wood and forest products. Next, that is the Deccan Plateau, other parts of Southern Plateau, that is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau bounded by Western and Eastern Ghats. See, Deccan Plateau, western side, Western Ghats, then eastern side, Eastern Ghats. And it includes the part of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. In Deccan Plateau, a number of rivers flows like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. And these rivers flow from west to east and fall into Bay of Bengal. See, flow from west to east and fall into Bay of Bengal. Because the land in the Deccan Plateau slopes from west to east. But remember children, two rivers, that is Narmada and Tapi, they flow from east to west and fall into Arabian Sea. East to west and fall into Arabian Sea. The rivers in the Deccan Plateau are different from the rivers of northern plains. the rivers of northern plains that we have already discussed in the previous chapter. They start from the mountain Himalaya, snow-covered mountain Himalaya. That's why the rivers of northern plains are snow-fed, and there is water all over the year or throughout the year. But it is not there in the rivers in Deccan Plateau. They are rain-fed and they have very little water during the summer months. That's why the rivers of Deccan Plateaus are called seasonal rivers, and the rivers of northern plains are called perennial rivers. See the difference in the next page. It is given one box. Rivers of northern plains, perennial, have water throughout the year, snow-fed, flow slowly on reaching the plains. Rivers of Deccan Plateau, seasonal, water can dry up during summer, rain-fed, flow much faster than the rivers of northern plains. The rivers in the region or the Deccan Plateau, they flow much faster than the rivers of northern plains. But the land in Deccan Plateau are rocky and uneven. That's why they form number of waterfalls. Among them, Jog Falls on the river Saravati in Karnataka is one of the highest waterfall in India. The famous Jog Falls waterfall. These rivers, they form deltas. Rivers like Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri, they form deltas, and the deltas regions are very fertile area, and it is good for cultivation. And the large part of Deccan Plateau that have black soil, and black soil is very good for growing cotton and sugarcane. So the cotton and sugarcane grows there in Deccan Plateau because of the black soil. Dams are also built. One name is given here, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam on the river Krishna. They store water for irrigation and provide electricity. See the deltas of the river of Godavari and Krishna. Now we'll discuss life of the people in the southern plateau. The states name we have already discussed. So the states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, like this. Now we'll see where is the state located. Children, see the page number 12. One map is there. Page number 12, the map is there, that India political map. India political map. Where you can see all the states of the southern plateau located. See Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Now all of you can understand, all of you can, where the states are located. Now we come to the lesson. One by one we'll discuss. In a paper, I have written shortly about the state. You read, but you also write in this way. Number 1 state, that is Maharashtra. Capital, how I have written, you see, capital Mumbai. Cities, important cities, Nashik, Nagpur, Aurangabad, Solapur. Rivers, Godavari and Krishna. Largest producer, that is cotton. Second largest producer, sugarcane. Fruits are grown in these regions are grapes, oranges, banana. Industries are located, important industries, that is textiles, automobiles, electronic goods, and another one, film industry, that is called Bollywood, is also there in Mumbai. One dance drama is very famous dance drama, that is called Tamasha. Then the dress or the traditional dress of men, dhoti, kurta, Gandhi topi. Then the women wear saris. Language they speak, that is Marathi. Many festivals people celebrate, but an important festival is Ganesh Chaturthi. If you write in this way, you can remember. So children, you write in your rough copy. And the second state, that is Karnataka. Capital Bengaluru. Important cities Mysore, Hubli and Dharwad. Rivers flow in this region or in Karnataka, that is Krishna and Kaveri. Leading producer or the largest producer, that is coffee, teak and sandalwood. And Bengaluru is the biggest software development center. Important industries located, that is aeroplane, watches, electronic goods and silk. And one gold mines also there, that is known as Kolar gold mines. Language they speak, that is Kannada. And the traditional dress of men, lungi, shirt, women wear saris. And the festivals they celebrate Shivaratri, Dashera, Ugadi. And the tourist attraction, that is Vrindavan garden and Jog Falls. Many other tourist attractions also there. That is second, Karnataka. Now third, in the next page of your book you see third state, that is Andhra Pradesh. The capital of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana both, that is Hyderabad. Other important cities of Andhra Pradesh, that is Visakhapatnam and Vijayawada. It is one of the largest producer of rice, red chilies and tobacco. Like Bengaluru, Hyderabad is also an important center for software development. The rivers that flow through these states are Krishna and Godavari. The fertile deltas, which is good for cultivation of rice. That's why the region is known as rice bowl of India. People speak Telugu or their language is Telugu. Their traditional dress dhoti and shirt. The women wear saris. These are the festivals they celebrate: Sankranti, Ugadi, Dasera, Eid and Christmas. And the famous dance form, that is Kuchipudi, is there in Andhra Pradesh. Venkateswara temple in Tirupati, it is visited by lakhs of devotees every year. It is there in Andhra Pradesh. Next state, that is Telangana. And the state, it is formed new state, you can say. It is formed in June 2014. Its capital also Hyderabad. So important cities, that is Warangal, Karimnagar, Nizamabad and Khammam. And the river flows, that is Godavari, Krishna. Agriculture is their main occupation, and these are the main crops grown there, that is rice, cotton and sugarcane. And there are rich reserves of coal at Singareni. Industries are there, many industries are there. And Bidri ware, a well-known handicrafts are made there. It is made from a mixture of zinc and copper with inlay work in silver. That is very famous Bidri ware of Telangana. People speak Telugu and Urdu. Their popular folk dance, that is Gusadi. Vathukama, Banalu and Eid are their main festival. Next state, that is Tamil Nadu. Capital is Chennai, and the industries like engineering, heavy engineering, textiles and handloom. Chennai is also an important software development center like Hyderabad and Bengaluru. A place named Kanchipuram where the silk sarees are very famous. So the silk sarees of Kanchipuram is very famous. River like Kaveri, Vaigai and Palar flow through this state. People speak Tamil and their traditional clothes for men dhoti or lungi and shirt, and women wear saris. But the traditional dress for small girls, there is pavadai and blouse. Slightly older girls wear half saris. Their important festival, Pongal. Bharatanatyam is the most popular dance of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is a temple town. Very famous temples are there. Then Madhya Pradesh. The capital of Madhya Pradesh is Bhopal. Industries, that is textile industries, are well developed. The large area of Madhya Pradesh covered with forest. That's why several wildlife centers are there. Among them two famous wildlife parks, or you can say national parks, Kanha and Bandhavgarh. Many rivers have their origin in these states, such as Tapi, Chambal and Narmada. Next state, that is Chhattisgarh. The capital of this state is Raipur. The land, particularly Mahanadi basin, is very fertile, and the state is very rich in minerals such as coal, iron ore, aluminium ore and diamonds. Bhilai has one of the India's biggest steel plants. So children, how I have written, I have already shown you in a paper. I have written Maharashtra and Karnataka. You write other states in short form in your rough copy. Now we'll discuss I now know, you know, fill up some important words, you underline and read the sentence, the full sentence. Words to remember, one word. Fill in the blanks. Number 1, highlands, which is almost flat on the top, is called a plateau. Number 2, on the northeast border of the Malaya Plateau lies the Des Hills, Vindhya Hills. The southern plateau is divided into two parts by the Narmada Valley. Black soil found in the Deccan Plateau is very good for cotton. 5. The Deccan Plateau is bound by western and eastern Ghats. Number 6. Rice is grown in the deltas region of the Krishna and Godavari rivers. Now true false. See, the southern plateau covers a larger area than the northern plains. True. Number 2. Most of the land in the Deccan Plateau slopes from west to east. True. The rivers in the southern plateau are fed by melting snow in the mountain. False. The rivers in the northern plains flow faster than those in Deccan Plateau. False. Number 5. The Central Highlands are very rich in minerals. True. 6. Black soil is good for oilseed falls. Match the following. C. Number 1, Rajmahal Hills. Answer is northeast border of Southern Plateau. Number 2, gold mines. Answer Kolar. 3, Jog Falls, Saravati rivers. 4, Tapi river, Arabian Sea. Then MCQ multiple choice question. Number 1, the Southern Plateau is bounded on the east and west by the hilly region called Ghats. Number 2, which of these state is not included in Deccan Plateau? That is Jharkhand. Number 3, which of these rivers flows from east to west? Narmada. Number 4, which of these rivers is fed by melting snow? Yamuna. Number 5, black soil is especially good for cotton. Now we will discuss the question answer. Question number 1. What is plateau? What landforms border the Southern Plateau? See the answer. A plateau is a large and flat area of land which is higher than the land around it. The Southern Plateau is bordered by the following. Number one point, the Aravalli Range on the northwest, the Rajmahal Hills on the northeast. Third, the hilly region called Eastern Ghats on the east, the hilly Western Ghats on the west. Number 2 question. In what ways are the rivers of the Deccan Plateau different from those of the northern plains? The rivers in the Deccan Plateau are not fed by melting snow like the rivers of the northern plains. They are rain fed and have very little water during the summer months. They flow much faster than the rivers of northern plains. Number 3 question. Parts of which states are included in the Malwa Plateau? B. Chota Nagpur Plateau. Malwa Plateau includes parts of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. The Chota Nagpur Plateau includes much of Jharkhand and parts of Odisha, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. Question number 4. Name 3 minerals found in the Southern Plateau. Minerals found in the Southern Plateau are coal, iron, mica and manganese. 4 name I have given. You can write. Number 5. Why are cotton and sugarcane grow in large areas of the Deccan Plateau? Large parts of the Deccan Plateau have black soil where cotton and sugarcane grow very well. Question number 6. Why do most rivers in the Deccan Plateau flow from west to east? Most rivers in the Deccan Plateau flow from west to east because most of the land in the Deccan Plateau slopes from west to east. Question number 7. Many rivers in the Southern Plateau dry up during summers. Why? Many rivers in the Deccan Plateau dry up during summers because they are rain fed, not fed by melting snow. They have very little water during the summer months. 8. Name 3 plateaus which form part of Southern Plateau. 3 plateaus which form part of Southern Plateau are Malwa Plateau, 2 Deccan Plateau, 3 Chota Nagpur Plateau. So children, I have discussed the question and answer, exercise other fill in the blanks, true false, match the following. So you write the question and answer in your copy, SST copy in good handwriting and read the lesson thoroughly. How I have written shortly that about the state that you write in rough copy and practice. And also read, that is I now know and words to remember. Hope you all understood. Thank you, children.